strategist and we're here for Marketing Monday. But when we got on, we had a whole nother topic planned. And then when we got on, we started talking about how we're both dealing with the additional 30 days of social distancing. And we found it to be a conversation that we thought would be helpful to you guys too. So we changed the topic to the importance of staying connected during this COVID-19, another 30 days of social distancing or physical distancing, whatever you want to call it. So Kim, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we were talking about? And I'm just going to check to make sure we're live properly.
Okay, perfect. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Yes, the importance of staying connected during COVID. I actually was listening to a Facebook video this morning on a totally different subject. And then Dr. Phil came on and it was very interesting. And I have not really ever listened to him because I don't watch TV. I don't really listen to that kind of anybody. And it was interesting. He was talking about COVID-19 and how he predicts and feels that many people, that COVID-19 necessarily isn't going to be the thing that does them in. It's the social isolation that is going to really impact the health, that almost is going to could potentially have the challenge of hurting people's health more greatly than what COVID-19 did.
Yeah, and you know what? I used to be a shameful Dr. Phil watcher, to be honest, but I don't anymore. I don't like the route he's taken, but I'd love to see the series that he's doing on COVID-19 and the isolation, because like I was sharing with you, I mean, I live alone. I live with my dog, and I've seen one person in 2 weeks, my girlfriend, who we hike, we take separate cars, we walk separate from each other. And I started thinking, like, I stay connected. It doesn't cost any money to show you care about someone by reaching out. But it's amazing how friends from high school, old relationships, family members that I haven't spoken to in a really long time, extended family, are starting to reach out. And I'm doing the same because it's important to show you care, even if it's someone you haven't spoken to in a really long time, because you never know what their situation is.
Right. And I find, for those that don't know my background, I was a nurse, that when people we're kind of more in a vulnerable state right now, like whether it's the COVID, whether it's the fear of getting COVID, whether it's the finances, there's just a lot against all of us potentially right now that we're all dealing with. And when we have these type of crises, I find that we're more in a vulnerable position. And so then it is a little bit easier to reach out, like, hey, I should talk to that person because I haven't talked to them. So you don't have the busyness of running to, like, even traveling to a coffee shop takes usually, for me, it takes 15 minutes to get there, 15 minutes home. That's an extra half hour of my day. All of a sudden, I am, you and I were talking about some healthy things. I found out really quickly falling into an unhealthy pattern is that I love to work. And so my work hours just kept getting longer and longer. So last week I was on the computer from like 8 in the morning until 10 at night. And was I productive? No, that was my coping.
Yeah, I mean, that's me too. Whenever I have, good morning, Susan. Whenever I've gone through stressful times in my life, I tend to dive into work more. So yeah, I'm sort of doing the same thing, but because it's like you said, I'm not going out to stores. I'm not going out to eat. I mean, in a way, I'm saving a ton of money, but in that respect. But what you said to me is why we changed. What you said to me before is why we changed the subject today, is because you said, have you ever suffered from a depression? And I have never suffered from a true depression. Sadness, yes, but never a true depression. But people who suffer from depression don't always have the ability to be the ones reaching out, or the people who are feeling sad on a particular day, and especially in this situation, it could be extended. So it takes checking in with people, even though it's hard for you. If you can do it, it's probably really important to the other people.
Right. And I think I realized this when I was going through cancer treatment, and your body is beat up. You're tired. You feel icky. You don't have anything left to give. And there was times that I was physically hurting or physically sad or physically emotionally distressed with it. that I didn't have the energy to reach out. And that is what I'm hoping is that we can all buddy up, find a couple couple friends, girlfriends, whatever, find a network of people that are reaching out to you and say, hey, you know what, let's check in once a week, or let's check in. And then checking in with the, making sure that if you haven't heard from someone that you normally do, check in with them and just send them a Facebook message or a quick text and say, how you doing? Because chances are, if they are, fear immobilizes people. Like they, so if you're going through fear, you can become immobilized. If you all of a sudden don't have the money to pay your rent, you become immobilized. If the neighbor comes down with COVID, you're like, oh crap, it's in my neighborhood. You become, fear can stop you. And so having a support system and developing that so that you can keep connected is a great plan, a place that we should be putting in place now, because this is Monday morning. We're all like, woohoo, it's Monday. We're ready to tackle today. And how many by the afternoon will be like, oh crap, this is real. And what am I going to do for the next 30 days?
Yeah, it's true. I like what you're saying is like, get a plan now, right? Get a plan now. I mean, I Zoomed with a friend that I used to work within the corporate world the other day. I did a Zoom book club with all my girlfriends who we normally do a book club, and we hung out and we enjoyed the night. We laughed. It's important to figure out your connectors, the people who are checking on you. Even if you think they're okay. Like, I think that's really important. Like, everyone always assumes that I'm okay, right? Because I'm a coach and I'm always focusing on the positive, and I've got lots of friends and I have children who check on me. But there are times where I'm like, shit, this is going to be another month. Like, this is not going to be easy. And there's going to be times that I struggle also. And like I said in the beginning, takes no money to show you care. Right. And that's all people really want right now, is those connections. So reach out to people on a regular basis. Don't assume they're okay. Say how you're doing. I must have gotten 15 messages yesterday, and it was so nice. And then I turned around and I sent 10 messages to people, because I thought that felt so good that people were checking on me. Let me go and pay it forward. So, it's Marketing Monday, but we really wanted to talk about how this is going to get harder for a lot of people. It's going to get harder for everyone, to tell you the truth. So part of your marketing can be just reaching out to friends and family you haven't spoken to, check on them. It could be reaching out to past clients. Just be human, right? I always say, like, just be human and keep that connection going. It's really important to most people.
Right. And so, it is Marketing Monday. So we could put in, how cool would it be if you had a former client and you send a little handwritten note to them? You're going to stand out. So when this all is done, you will be positioning yourself that, hey, they cared and they were with me. So when they want that next project, who's going to come front of mind? Not that you're doing it with selfish motives, but most of us care. I care deeply about the clients I work with. And so it would be coming out of a genuine heart, but showing them. And then another thing with the connection is making sure that we offer people grace where they're at, I think is a big deal, because this is another, if you go through the 5 stages of grieving, denial, anger, we're all at different stages with this. Like, some of us have processed it quicker, and others are like, COVID is stupid. There's no such thing. It's all fake news. And understanding and offering grace and just being there with that person. One other quick tip I would love to share with you is that when I was going through cancer journey, I had another gal that was my age. We were young. I mean, we walk into the oncology ward, and there's all these people that are 70s and 80s, and here's these 2 young moms there. So we formed a friendship, and what we had a deal between the 2 of us is that sometimes you don't have the words. Like, you don't know what to say when you're overwhelmed with the situation and the crisis. So we just gave each other permission to call. And if you called and you didn't say anything, the other person knew that they needed to just start talking. Like, if I called you, I would just say, you'd say, hey, Kim, I'd go, hi. And if I didn't say anything, you would know. You'd have to say, it's a great day outside. I've been out hiking and I'm making this for supper. I'm reading this really good book, something to help bring you back, because
you just gave me goosebumps. That's such a,
and it was amazing because we both were going through the same thing. We knew what was going on, and that's one of the benefits about this is we're all in this together.
Yeah.
It looks at a different degree. You're by yourself. My husband's working, but last night I went to bed feeling very lonely because he's so heavy working so many hours. He doesn't have anything to give to me right now. And so I was being selfish a little bit. Like I'm just pissy and I'm mad because I wanted you to talk to me and ask me how I was dealing. And instead you're on the phone talking to your boss. And so, we're all dealing with it differently in different situations, but having a buddy where you can just pick up that phone and just say, hey, and not talk and have that person it made a big difference. And it's something that carried us both through.
That's a really good point of actually thinking about what stage of this someone else is in.
Right.
Because I have found myself thinking, I just asked all about them and they didn't even ask about me, kind of thing. But then I stop myself and go, what are they dealing with?
Right.
Like, what are they dealing with right now? And it's not about me, right? We really have to try to walk in someone else's shoes for 5 minutes and be whatever they need us to be, but also be okay to reach out and say, I need help right now.
Right.
Right. So having that support system. And I did love your idea of like, you know what? The mailmen are still working.
Right.
Do a handwritten note to some clients or some family members or some friends and let them get a piece of mail.
Right.
Right.
This morning I was thinking, I don't know in your area if you guys are putting hearts on the windows. Like it's a big thing around here right now. It's a
I like that.
I saw it on Facebook all weekend. And it was all parts of the country where people are putting hearts, and some have done like collages with flowers or bears or tree. I mean, it's really kind of cool. So I was going to cut up a whole bunch of tiny hearts and put them in the envelope of the cards that I'm sending out. And so then they get a whole card full of little hearts. It's going to make a mess when they open them. But
I was going to say, I might kill you if you do that to me.
But I was thinking from like my grandkids, that would be kind of fun, something different that I really can't go to the store and buy treats for them, but I could put little confetti hearts in the card for them. So
Right. There's so many fabulous ideas. And so we really just wanted to make sure that we talked about what Kim heard Dr. Phil saying over the weekend, which is more people, how did he word it? More people are going to.
The emotional crisis is going to be worse than the physical crisis of COVID or even the financial crisis, is that we could potentially lose more people to depression and suicide because of social isolation.
So please don't let that happen to you or to anyone you love, is really what we wanted to talk about today. Make sure you stay connected. And I can see a lot of people are putting comments. When I do a live from Be Live in the group, only if you have a subscription to Be Live do I actually see your name in Be Live. So like, for example, if I put up, it says Facebook user, even though I can look up at my other screen and see who it was, it doesn't show it. There's apparently a link I can give to everyone. So if they sign up for Be Live, even the free version, their name would actually show. See, like Adam uses Be Live, so his name actually shows. So anyway, little technicalities of the broadcast here. But thank you everyone for watching this morning. We want to really support everyone who needs support and keep coming live every day. I might start doing twice a day at this point, because I think over the next month, it helps me too to stay connected to everyone. And it helps you guys to hear. I think I'm going to start doing just the little tips that I'm using around the house to feel productive, to stay positive, and to stay connected.
Right. Yeah. Staying connected is good for our emotional health all the way around. And chances are it's going to help our business also.
Right. In the long run, the people who rise up as leaders and supporters on a consistent basis are the people that others want to be around, right? So be that in your community, be that for your clients, be that for your family as best you can. And if you're struggling don't hesitate to reach out to someone and say, you know what, I really need a connection right now. And set up your, what is like an accountability support system now.
Right.
Because as the weeks go on, it could get harder for many of us.
Right.
So,
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So, happy Monday, everybody.
Yes. Happy Monday.
It's still good that it's Monday. The sun is supposed to be coming out here in New York. It's not out yet. How is it by you?
It is. It's nice. It's nice out. I think it's supposed to be like 55. I actually put the patio furniture out yesterday because that's my happy place. And yeah, so it's like, okay, we're here. Let's do what we can do to make it at least the best we can make it.
That's right. You're going to laugh. You'll see this on my Instagram later. This is what I end up doing. So I get my glasses from a place called peepers.com, Peepers, and they come in this nice little box, right? Uh-huh. So what did I do? They had a sale the other day. So this is one. I'm gonna take a vote on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over and follow me. It's my name, Nancy Ganzikofer. And then this is number 2. I'm like, these are the blue. I always have trouble finding the blue. And I don't know what, I'm numbering them, whatever I numbered them on Instagram. So I just took pictures. These are 3. And then these are the ones I've been wearing for long, which are Peepers as well. I have like 10 pairs of these. And then, so nice. I want to see what color people like.
That's a great idea. And so right there, you're inviting people into your story and you're creating a connection that will bless others just because they're able to help you. So that's
yes, and I'm going to tag peepers.com or Peepers if they have an Instagram. I just love their glasses. I think they're fun. I could have like 10 different pairs and different colors and different shapes and sizes. I don't get very daring, but some people might.
Well, I look forward to you taking them so I can check them out because I need new glasses. So.
Oh my God, I love Peepers. I love them. They're just readers. They're readers, and they have sunglasses too. But
awesome. No, it's always fun to have something fun, something cheap.
Right. So, who said love the blue, Nance? Thanks, Adam. Yeah, I always try to go for blue. These are actually navy blue too, I think. These aren't black. Yeah, these are actually navy blue, but I don't think they come across as navy blue. But anyway, all right. So everyone, stay active, stay focused, stay connected.
Yes.
That's really why we switched the topic today for Marketing Monday. Marketing is all about staying connected.
100%.
Right? It's all about staying connected. So, but now think of the clients from the past, family that you haven't connected with in a while. It's time because we don't want people to feel isolated and feel lonely. And as I said in the beginning and the middle, and I'm going to say it at the end, doesn't cost any money to stay connected to somebody. And it could be something that really saves somebody's day when they're feeling isolated. So go connect, everybody. It's good for the soul.
Definitely.
Okay. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, Kim.
You bet. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.